Hey, fifth graders, we are back. Yesterday we talked about median and range. Today we're going to talk about mean and mode, all right? So let's get started. All right, so yesterday when we talked about median and range, we needed to put our number sets in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. Okay, when we're doing mode and mean, we don't necessarily have to do that. Now, if you're having to find all four of those things, mean, median, mode, and range, then it makes sense to put them all in order. But if you're only having to find the mode or the mean, you don't need to put them in order. Okay, so we need to talk about what these are. Mode means most. Mode means most. What number happens most? Now, the thing to remember with mode is you can have one mode, you can have more than one mode, or you can have no mode. Okay, and we'll take a look at what those look like here in a minute. Okay, mean is the average. Okay, and to find an average, we add them up, add up the numbers, and divide by how many numbers there were. Okay. All right, so let's talk about mode first, because that's an easy one. Okay, mode means most. Let's just look at this top row of data. Okay, we know mode means most. So what number happens the most in this top row of data here? You got it. 4 happens the most. Is 4. Okay, it happens the most. Notice I only have one mode on this one. Okay, if I'm going to find the mode for this bottom row of data, what happens the most? You've got it. I have 3 modes because 3 happens twice, 10 happens twice, and 4 happens twice. So the mode on that second set of data is 4, 3, and 10. Okay? Now, if we go back to this first row of data, and let's say this one is not here, and I look at these, 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, and 5, and they all happen the same amount of times, this is a case when I have no mode. So if all the numbers happen an equal amount of times, there is no mode. Okay, they could all happen once, they could all happen twice, they could all happen 3 times. But if they all happen the same amount of times, there's no mode. Okay? All right, so we've figured out mode. Now let's go to mean. Okay, and we said mean is the average. And we said when we find the mean or the average, we add up our numbers. So again, we're just working with this top set of data. So I'm going to add these up. 4 plus 3 is 7. 6 plus 4 is 10. 7 plus 10, 17. Okay. 7 plus 8, 15. Plus 5, 20. So I've got a couple numbers I can add now. And I've got 37. So the values of these values add up to 37. 7, 17, 17, oh, yeah, they add up to 37. That is not what I thought they were going to add up to. Okay, so now we divide by how many values there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to divide by 7 because there are 7 values. All right? Now, this is not going to come out even. I thought I had it so it would come out even. But since it's not, I'm going to, instead of doing a remainder, because a remainder won't work for us here, I'm going to do my fraction as my remainder. Okay? How many 7s are in 37? You got it. 5. I subtract. I have 2 left over. And we said we're going to do this as a fraction. So I put 2 as my numerator. My divisor is my denominator. 5 and 2/7 would be my mean or my average. Okay? All right, let's try the other one. And I think I have the other one worked out so that it comes out to an even number. generally, when you get problems and they tell you to find the mean, they're going to come out to an even number. Okay? All right, so we know the first thing we have to do is add these up. 3 and 10 is 13. 3 and 10, 13. 4 and 8, 12. And 4 more. Okay, so let's get these added up. 13, 13, 12, and 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 42. All right, I did better this time. Okay, so my total is 42. Now I divide that total by how many values I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I divide by 7. How many 7s in 42? You got it, 6. We can subtract and find out we don't have a remainder. I did it right. And our mean or our average is 6. Okay, guys? So remember, with median and range that we did yesterday, you need to put them in order. With mode and mean, you don't necessarily have to. Okay? Remember, mode means most. We can have one mode, we can have more than one mode, or we can have no mode. Mean is your average. We add up our numbers and divide by how many numbers we have. Okay? All right, 5th graders, we will see you tomorrow. You did great.